Hi.
Hello.
How is everybody? Welcome. Welcome to IslandVibingPresents. It's a rainy night here on the island.
The island.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry, Discord is just telling me that I've been by myself for too long. It just wants to make me know that I'm sad and alone. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks, Discord. Appreciate that. So welcome in. You will hear some rain tonight, but that happens. That happens on an island.
It does.
Right? Get tin roofs and plexiglass roofs.
Just makes it more realistic.
Yeah.
It's very important. I haven't done some work in a couple weeks. I got to keep going on that.
Yep. That's what we were talking about earlier today, actually, that you would need to get some typing done.
Yeah, I really do.
So it's a good thing that it's the right weather for typing.
Absolutely. I'm thankful.
Yeah. Tonight we have 3 guests technically. We have 2 sets of guests.
We do. 2 live guests.
Huh?
Spots.
2 guest spots. Yes, that makes plenty of sense. Thanks for sending that along, Mom. Yes, Smack Talk is very, very, very close to having his concert, and so there's lots of practicing going on. So
Excited for him.
yeah, I wish he could live stream it. I really want to see. I really want to see it.
That'd be cool.
So we are waiting for InfoXczar to come in, and we're going to do that today. We're going to see some magic. It's going to be mystical and wonderful, and I will tell you that I'm going to be extra amazed because I don't even this is true. We do know some folks that can help with that. Because I have a cold and I don't. Everything is amazing. My brain is
Low bar.
my brain is moving at negative speeds right now. So yes. All right. Yeah. Can you answer that information? Thank you.
I sure can.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to the mute button is going to be my friend tonight, so I just apologize. It's better to mute us than to cough in your ear.
Always wonderful jokes, Rox.
Yeah, they're going to be wonderful tonight, for sure. We're going to have a pretty stripped down show besides just having our 2 guests, and we do have a recommendation from JoJo. And InfoXczar, if you can hear me, can you let me know? I can't hear you because you're muted. You're muted on my side. But I'm going to press unmute for a minute so you all can just hear InfoXczar. So 1 second. All right. I can hear you rustling around over there. How's it going?
That's cool. It's going okay.
Wonderful.
I'm a little behind.
It's okay.
That's normal for me. I'm just getting set up here. I was just modding 2 streams and realized, I need to stop doing that now.
All right. Well, we're going to finish up here and bring you on in just 1 moment. I know that Jameer is headed over from her tree. So
All right.
we'll be right back with you and bring you onto screen.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. All right. So, You paid her to say that your jokes are funny. Yeah, you must have had to pay her quite a bit of money because generally they are. My brain stops working in the middle of that
You saying she had really bad jokes?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the end of the words, though, that came out of my mouth. I think they just stopped. Yeah.
That's probably smart.
Probably. Probably a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk with InfoXczar and see some magic. And there's not a lot of magic here on Twitch, but it's amazing that there is some. And then we will see what JoJo has for us today. And then we're going to go to the opposite side of the world. And we're going to check out
Right.
the Waxbirds, who definitely do not have enough followers for their talent.
No, that's for sure.
If they were in a different time zone, it would be a completely different story.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right. So, should we bring InfoXczar on to talk for a little bit and just tell Jameer she was too late?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that, right?
It's our show.
We can do what we want. It's our show, Jameer.
That's right.
You don't boss us around.
You tell her. I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to tell her that either. When she gets here, I'm not going to say a thing. Oh, Choicey's here with some kind of emo. I don't even know what that is.
Welcome, Choice. That is quite an entrance.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to press some buttons and do my own magic. And it's going to probably mess up. So good thing we have a professional with us tonight. He's laughing at your jokes. All right. All right, here we're going to press this one and this one. Oh, 1 second. We forgot to do this part because we were so pop out. And go like this. Ooh, there you go. See? I knew I had you right in the right spot, just in the wrong spot. My brain's moving at half speed. Welcome in, Raiders. Jameer, we've been waiting for you this whole time. We weren't going to start without you.
That was my fault. I told her.
You told her.
I was scrambling.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for popping in. We really appreciate it. Thank you for going live with your tree and then coming on over. Poof, it's magic. We just appeared. I appreciate that. You guys are quite magical. We have InfoXczar here with us tonight. Hi again, Davey. Thank you so much to everybody that's coming in. C-Dub, E-Room. I will tell you that my brain is going at half speed, so I'm going to miss most of you. I saw Baron, Patches, Soggy. I think I already said hi to Mom. The Stream Scribe. I don't even know how to say Kenzie, Lolo. Hollowthorn. I saw Hollowthorn, who is another magic streamer. Somebody said that there were 2 magic streamers. Is it true? Are there just 2 of you?
As far as we know, yeah, we're looking for more, but there may be eventually some more. I've had magicians like find me and ask me about my camera setup and things like that from the Twitch account. But haven't seen anything else actually come of it yet. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that's it's so neat to me. But before we get going, the Raiders, thank you so much. Everybody that doesn't know InfoXczar, InfoXczar is my guest this evening, and he performs magic here on Twitch and also plays with evil balloons. Yeah, they're not great. They scared me. Yep, I see it. I see it. Trigger point. Yep. And so yeah, I love all of the diversity here on Twitch. And so if you have yet to find InfoXczar or Hallowthorn, you have found the entire magic community from what we have been able to uncover thus far.
So far, yeah.
So, all right. So, we're going to have you show us some magic and we're going to give you an entire screen to do so. But before you do that, I would love to know a little bit more about how you thought to, how you got on Twitch, what brought you here today. Oh, before we do that though, another raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome. Pork Roll Bob, welcome in. Kev from the bunker, welcome in. Amanda Dawn, thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Welcome, bunker family. We have 2 guests tonight. We're starting tonight with talking to InfoXczar, and we're gonna learn some magic or see some magic because my brain couldn't learn it anyways, and I never asked you to do that. But we're gonna see some magic perform for us, and
We hope.
we hope maybe, but it'll be fantastic and mystical to me. You can just literally just go like, it'll probably be, whoa! How'd you even do that? My 10-year-old gave me a head cold, and I haven't had one in a couple years because we haven't been in public. So it's hitting hard.
Yeah. Sorry. There's a lot of bad colds going around.
Yeah.
I think that might be it. I think we're all so unexposed that if you do get something, it hits a lot harder than it used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've known a lot of people, they're like, this has got to be COVID because it's really, really bad. And they get tested. And no, it's rhinovirus. It's just you're not used to rhinovirus anymore.
Yeah.
So,
It is what it is. I feel like I'm at the tail end of it, but it's just like one day. Like if you could have just left yesterday, it would have been great because it would have been fantastic. This wouldn't be tea then, but instead it's tea, which is lovely, but still.
I'm teeing as well. So tea night. It's tea night for all.
Okay, so Raiders, we are talking to InfoXczar. InfoXczar is one of 2 magicians that we have that are known here on Twitch. There is a if you know of any other magicians, please let us know. Hallowthorn is also in chat today, and he is the other magician here on Twitch. Smack Talk, hi and bye, and good luck on your concept practice. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi and bye. And so you were getting ready to tell us how and why you came to Twitch, because obviously it's not like magicians are running here.
No, they're running screaming. They're running screaming in the other direction. I spend a lot of Wednesday nights hanging out with about 50 other magicians on Zoom, which started just over 2 years ago because of the pandemic. It was essentially there were different magic societies, and one of the bigger ones has lots of individual like localized cluster cells, let's say, of magicians, and they have meetings, so and it turns out there was one small group in New Jersey, and the guy who ran it said, we're not performing, we're not doing anything, I'm just, we can't meet in person, we're just gonna meet on Zoom, and you know what, I'm just opening it up to everybody in the world. This isn't going to be a local, it's on the internet, why are we limiting it to people in New Jersey? And so there's people in there from Iceland, multiple people from Australia, England, everywhere, and we would get together and everybody would complain about how they weren't eating because they weren't performing. and there was nobody to perform for. There was nothing to do. Everybody was just practicing and learning stuff. But that was like the coping mechanism, was everybody getting together on Zoom and talking magic, sometimes from 7:30 until 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
once a week. And I wound up in there, even though I wasn't a performing magician. I met the guy who ran this at a Lucy Darling online performance. And we got to talking in the Zoom room after the Zoom show. And so he invited me to this thing. And I started going every week, and it was fantastic. I mean, if you're a magician, there are people in there that are literally living legends for magicians. Not household names. Non-magicians would have no idea who these people are.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
don't
just
know
like,
who
I'm in
Lucy
this
Darling is, and you said it like I should.
Mind-blowing stuff. And they're like telling stories about, the people that they learned from who were long gone but are legendary in the field. And everybody was really resisting the online thing. Magicians, because magic is really hard to do online, even over Zoom or Discord, something where we have like a real-time interaction. It's still really hard. You can't pick a card, I can't give you a card and have it change in your hands.
Right.
So it's not going to be as impactful. And so these guys are all professional magicians. They're used to the live performance. They're used to the feedback. They're used to being able to see where people are looking, and everything about it. Almost everything about it is much easier. And so they were really struggling with Zoom, and in part because a lot of them don't really have the technical chops to deal with. I'd see them try to do things in this Zoom room, and they're out of frame. Like we can't even see the cards, so we don't know what's happening. It's like, no, camera down or hands up, something. Just do something so we can see what you're doing.
To be fair to them, though, it is really hard to figure out, like, when you're trying to get something in front of the camera. Like,
it's entirely different because they have decades of ingrained muscle memory of how to do this stuff in front of a live audience, an in-person audience. I didn't have that. I had only ever done tricks for, friends, relatives, coworkers, that kind of thing. And I was losing it because I had nobody to show anything to throughout the pandemic except for my daughter, who was locked down with me. And she got real sick of it real fast. So I before I found Twitch, I was planning on doing all this over Zoom. I was planning on eventually I'm going to email everybody I know and say, you know what, go to this website I've set up. You can put in anytime you want. You can sign up for a time slot, and I'll do magic for you over Zoom. Like, that's how desperate it was getting. And then I found Twitch, and I said, well, let's try that instead. And through a weird series of coincidences and me making a lot of mistakes, I wound up on a lot quicker than I thought I would. Because I didn't know how to use Discord well, and so I accidentally wound up in a video chat with the Raven Armed. I don't know if you know the Raven Armed. He's basically Captain Jack Sparrow, or at the time he was, like, all the time. Now he does lots of different cosplays, but I was in his stream. I liked his stream. I was having fun in there, and one night he said, oh, we're gonna have an after stream hangout in the Discord. And I said, oh, that sounds cool. I had Discord. I'd used it with my daughter, but I had never used it for anything beyond, helping her program bots and stuff like that. So I thought it was going to be like a text chat thing, and I wound up inside a voice channel and then accidentally turned my camera on.
I've done that same exact thing. It's really, you're
I'm
like,
looking at all these faces, including this guy, the Raven Armed, who I like a lot. And he's like, oh, hey, welcome in, Info. It's so great to see you here. Most people who don't already know us, they're too shy to put the camera on. So that's really, that's really great of you. And I was like, yeah, it was great of me. It wasn't a total mistake or anything. It's not like I didn't know what was going to happen. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. And I didn't have all this stuff set up yet because I wasn't doing any of this, but I had a deck of cards because I almost always have a deck of cards in my hands. And he said, you have a deck of cards. Are you a magician? And I said, I know a couple of things. He's like, can you show us something right now? And I said, let's try it, and I did a trick, and he was like, that was really great. Thanks a lot. And the next week I was back in there and he's like, do another magic trick. And I did another thing. He's like, you need to come on my stream and do magic on my stream. And I said,
Wow.
okay, when? He's like, this Thursday. And I said, oh, okay, sure. And so I went on his stream and it was like 3 hours. And he's like, and I know his stream. It's like a 3 hour long Japanese game show. I mean, it's total energy, frenetic, ridiculous stuff going on all the time, nonstop. And, he warned me there might not be any time to do any magic, even in 3 hours. It might just be talking and we're going to get interrupted constantly. There's going to be like 12 hype trains. There's going to be, constant gift subs, resubscriptions, everything going on.
Good for him.
So, oh yeah, he does fantastic. I mean, he just quit his job. He just quit his job. He's doing just fine. But I prepared one trick that I was catered to him. I made specifically for him. It was the strongest thing I could have done, and I had that ready. And I said, okay, if I get a chance to do a trick, I'm doing that one, just in case that's the only one I get to do that night. And we ended up doing like 6 or 7 things because he loves magic. He was just like, it was great. He was like a 6-year-old. He's like, more? Can we do more? And I'm like, I'm running out of stuff, but yeah, we'll try some stuff I've never done before. I screwed things up and it was fun. But I walked out of that stream with 52 followers, and I'd never, I hadn't really planned on streaming, but I was like, okay, well, I've already got the 50 followers I need for affiliate, so I guess I'm starting this now instead of at some indeterminate later date, which is what I had been, I was like, someday I'll start streaming. So I kind of got pulled into it a lot quicker than I expected, but it was great, because otherwise I might not have started, like, ever. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely can be one of those things where tomorrow.
Yeah, it was relatively low priority,
Yeah.
But it was definitely like I was gonna try it. I had by that time done a test stream just to make sure that my equipment was capable of doing a stream. So on Easter last year, I jumped on for 15 minutes. I had my dad, my ex, and a friend of mine in Chicago on Zoom in a window capture just to show that I could have people on with me. It was Easter, so I turned water into wine, red and white. So a little casual blasphemy, and then ended the stream. And
Just
then
casual. I mean, as long as it's only casual, it's no big deal.
yeah, it was casual. It was very casual blasphemy. I was wearing a t-shirt, super casual. And I did, that was it until several weeks later when all of a sudden it was like, oh, you should start right now. It's like, oh, okay. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
And I've made every mistake that's possible to make, probably. And now it's been almost a year, and it feels like a week. And it feels like 10 years simultaneously, just like everything else after a 2-year pandemic.
Yeah, time is very difficult. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've made every mistake yet, because I don't think that we're quite done. Like, I feel like there's more mistakes that we're probably going to make. But we've made a whole shit ton of them.
Yeah. It's I think that's the great thing about Twitch is you're not really penalized for making mistakes, which is the way life should be, because unless you can make those mistakes, you can't learn from those mistakes. You can try to learn from other people's mistakes. It's not the same. It's not the same until you really just like eat the pavement. You're not really going to learn that lesson. So
Yeah.
And certainly it's that way in Magic. I remember being terrified. I was on a Zoom with a different group of magicians who were just talking in general, because we were preparing for an online show, because they had to move everything online, of course, like everybody else. And they had been talking about, oh yeah, when we're back live, what we should really always do is anytime we've got a novice magician, we should like put them up on stage in front of the crowd and make them totally fail a trick. Completely fail it, no recovery, no way to get out of it. It's just like you screwed that up and now you have to deal with it. And it's just like hearing that, my stomach just dropped, just like there's a visceral response to that idea of just really completely messing up on stage. And then, Twitch has been great because you mess up all the time, and people accept that. People are there for that. I mean, that's half the entertainment value of Twitch is the struggle stream, and people doing tech troubleshooting for 20 minutes at the beginning of the stream. I mean, it's accepted. It's not a stream if something doesn't go horribly, horribly wrong. People would stop watching. You might as well watch TV, right?
Yeah. I do. We've had this conversation quite a bit in here because we have so many moving pieces that it took a while to get them all to move together, and most of the time it works really well. Now, like the actual movements of them, the part that's still rough on our side is that musicians have a difficult time getting all of their instruments and everything to come through someplace. Yep. So
yeah,
and every single one of them use something different, so I can't tell them how to do it because I'm like,
well, as you know, it's the interdependencies and the order in which you set things up can make a difference. And I have one friend who her streaming setup is such that if she accidentally unplugs, this may have been fixed, but for a while, if she accidentally unplugged her headphones from the headphone jack, all the audio for the stream was dead until the stream was ended and restarted. I mean, it's ridiculous stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I learned really quickly, make a big ass checklist.
We are, yeah.
A million things, just the smallest little things that you think shouldn't go on a checklist, put it on a checklist and just do everything in the same order every time. And it's helped me cut down on, with all the problems I do have, it's really helped cut down on a lot of the ones that I've managed to avoid, of course. So.
Yeah, we use spreadsheets.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
You gotta have something. It depends on how complicated your system is too. Certainly. I just got a new second camera for the mat about a month ago because I was using an old iPhone, which was great because the camera quality was exquisite, but it was an old phone with like a dying battery, and so I eventually had to have things on the checklist that was like 2 hours before stream, make sure that phone actually starts up. And then, it doesn't because the battery's so drained it won't start up, and then spend half an hour trying to get it to start. And once it starts up, great, it's fine, Then put it back in the mount and refocus everything, get it, it was a real mess. So finally I just I bit the bullet and replaced it with a dedicated camera, which has been really great for everything except for the iPhone's a lot smarter about focusing. Its autofocus is, way, way, way better than this C920. So I eventually figured out I'm better off leaving it fixed at one level on the table. And if I need to, I can click something on screen and have it refocus higher up if I need to show something really close up. But it's not perfect, but at least I'm not spending half an hour just wondering if I'm going to have a camera working in time for the stream. So
yeah,
it's all trade-offs, right?
Yeah. We have a program that's amazing, but we have to make some switches to it. And so if we don't make them far enough ahead so that we can shut everything down, then we have to make everything, then shut it down, and then we can boost it back up. But all right, so we are going to ask you to show us some magic. I'm gonna switch some things around.
All right.
What do you want?
Let me see. So wow, I never even muted the stream. I'm so sorry if there's been weird bounce back. I don't think there is because it was really low. But I am gonna it's kind of your choice. We could keep things like this. I could do something that happens all up here.
Well, let me go like first like this. Oh, you didn't change like that.
Pull this quality way down.
So now you have that, and then if I go like this, there you go.
All right. Oh, this is very cool. Wow. I have nothing this fancy. So I can test. Let me see.
Uh,
Yeah, so that works. I'm covered up, but that's fine because you don't
okay.
necessarily. I can always do that.
Watch that. I can go
Um,
like this.
but I can also do a split. Hang on.
Look, I
I
just took it
think.
off your face.
Oh, well, you could do that too. All right. There's all kinds of things we can do. Um, but it depends on what we want to see. So, do you have a type of magic that you would like to see? I mostly do cards. I do a little bit of coin work. We can do a coin thing. We can do some kind of like mental type stuff, mentalism kind of things.
Can we have a
Uh,
smorgy
we could, we could. I can do. People who frequent my stream will be sick of this by now because I have a standard warm-up routine that
Okay.
I do not every stream, but a lot of streams. Um, and I've been. Let me see. A split might make more sense for this.
Okay.
This has been. Oh, okay.
Oh, fire.
So, yeah. Fire. There's a little fire. So this is a business card. That's my Twitch business card. They are blank on the back. So I'm going to put this down on the mat. You know what? I'm going to turn it face down, but this is a blank back business card. It is a warm-up routine, literally, in some sense, because my hands are now warmer, which is good. We're going to need some cards for this. I have hundreds of decks of cards, and I'm not sure. Let's try Phoenixes, maybe.
I mean, it seems appropriate to go with the fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a brand that magicians tend to favor because they're very much like bicycle cards, but Bicycle owns the rights to the design, so they can't magicians can't really make commercial versions of the bicycle cards. So you find Phoenix cards a lot with this kind of thing. All right, let's see if we can do this. I want to try. All right, I'm gonna, since you're live, it might be easier for me to have you pick a card than it is on Twitch. On Twitch, a lot of times I'll have to play some music, have somebody type a command in chat that'll stop the music, and
Okay.
But instead of doing that, I think if I just thumb through these,
Okay.
you can tell me where to stop.
All right. Stop right now.
Okay, this is the one you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if this is lagging a lot. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but all right. I'm going to turn this over so you can see it. I'm going to stick my head in the corner. I don't have a monitor back there. I wish I did. But so that'll be your card.
Okay.
All right. You see that? That's,
Yep.
Okay. All right. And we will put that sort of middle-ish there. I'm a little concerned. Is this like a little bit too laggy for keeping up with this? I feel like.
No.
Okay, cool. Because I'm sort of keeping an eye on the. All right, I'm gonna switch back to OBS where it's clear to me. Actually, no. I'm gonna switch to Discord. All right. Oh, but Discord is mirrored. All right, I'm going back to OBS. Let's.
Yeah, don't watch
Okay,
yourself
you gotta
on
start.
Twitch because then it's like a very long triangle of. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Let me think how we want to do this. We've got your card. We want a number for you, but we want to organically determine a number. It doesn't work as well if you just name a number.
Okay.
So let's try. I'm gonna deal down cards, and I'm gonna say out loud. I'm gonna count the numbers out loud, and when the feeling strikes you, say stop. Okay, but try not to have a number in mind. Just
Okay.
like let the numbers flow over you, and when it feels right to you, say stop.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Stop.
10. 10. Okay, your number is 10. Now is that a significant number for you?
No.
Okay, good. That's actually better if it feels more random to you.
Well, I guess it actually kind of is, but I didn't realize it until after I said no.
Yeah, well, a lot of times that kind of happens again organically. After you stop, you're not sure why you said stop, but then you're like, actually, that kind of makes sense. Let's see if we can get this to work. So, you know your card. I don't know your card. We know your number is 10. All right, I'm going to try to show you 3 things. If you were here, and again, this is one of those things that like it works better when somebody's physically there. I would give you these cards and have you deal down 10 cards. I'm going to have to do that for you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th card, right?
Mm-hmm.
You picked a card. You settled on a number. We shuffled the cards. Hopefully, what was your card?
The 3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. All right. So that's the first thing I want to show you, is that we could get your randomly selected card to your randomly selected number in the deck. So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2 is this business card, which has been in frame the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That was previously on fire.
Yep.
Did have a blank back, but it also knew you were going to pick the 3 of diamonds.
Wow.
So that's thing number 2. And then thing number 3, let's see if I can, let's go to a big mat for this. Thing number 3 is that after all those shuffles and cuts and finding your card, that whole deck is in new deck order.
Well then.
So that's 3 things.
That is 3 crazy things.
Except for this one, which goes right there. Yeah. So that's an example of the nonsense I get up to over here. And I like that one because it's got a bunch of stuff, right? There's some fire. There's some writing that comes out of nowhere. There's a bunch of shuffles and cuts and things, and yeah. So that's the.
My brain can't even start to process how that happened. Which.
Well, that's good. That's
good.
And there's really 2 kinds of people who will watch magic. I mean, there's also people who hate magic, which, again, valid choice, totally fine. But I think a lot of people who hate magic hate it because they've seen a bad magician, not in the sense that the magician was poorly skilled, but there's a lot of magicians who don't understand what they're supposed to do. It's like for a lot of magicians, it's all about just fooling somebody, and that's not what it's for, because there's no entertainment value in just being fooled.
Right.
It's supposed to make you feel, you're supposed to feel like a kid, right? It's supposed to be like, that was cool. You kind of giggle, like, how did that happen? That was wild. But of people who do like magic, there's people who kind of let themselves get swept away in that sort of childlike wonder and fantasy, and just sit back and enjoy it and don't want to know how it's done. Like the last thing that, they'll plug their ears and run if you're like, oh, I'll show you how. No, they don't want to know. Other people treat it as a puzzle to be solved, and that's valid as well. I'm certainly not going to tell anybody not to do that, but I think the former type of spectator has a lot more fun. But it depends on what kind of mind you have, how your brain's put together, and it's all.
I agree with Jammies. I want to know, but I also don't want to know. Like my brain is like, how the heck could it happen? And then also, I really don't want to know how it happened. But how could it happen? Like, there's definitely like a push and a pull.
Yeah. That's the tension that is supposed to make it engaging. Because if you don't, that's where I feel like a movie doesn't work unless there's that kind of dramatic tension. And magic doesn't really work unless there's that sort of, well, yeah, I want to know, but I definitely don't want to know. But I also want to know.
Exactly,
that's where the tension is.
Yeah.
There can also be dramatic tension in a magic routine, but the central magic of it, that's where the tension comes in. It's the wanting to know, and your brain automatically trying to figure it out and running into these dead ends, while the other half of your brain is just like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go any further than that. So I
Yeah.
think there's an awful lot of magic theory out there. I mean, books this thick times, 1,000. And everybody's got their own theories on how and why it works. The one thing that everybody can agree on is that there is a pretty sizable subset of the human population who finds the kind of thing engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question is just why? Like, why is this something that a lot of people enjoy watching, and that a lot of other people are really drawn to? I've been into this stuff since I was about 5, and to varying degrees. I only got seriously into it again about 5 or 6 years ago, once I finally realized, oh, I can actually afford this now. Because when I was a kid, I mean, I had one deck of cards. You're not doing tricks where you can tear up a card when you only have one deck of cards. So it limits the kind of things you can do. But once I realized, oh, I have a full-time job and a salary, I can actually spend disposable income on a 12 pack of cards and just really go to town and mess them up. So it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah. I have a different relationship with cards. I too want to have a lot of cards, but I don't want to rip them up. I actually get sad when they get stuff spilled on them. We play a lot of rummy. So there are decks of cards stashed all around our house. So I too also have cards around me most of the time, but I would be very, very sad if somebody just came and started ripping them up, because most of them have a specific reason. I don't go and buy just the Phoenix or the bicycle ones, because
Right.
there's the Star Wars pack, and then there's the Alice in Wonderland pack, and there's the Panda pack, and there's the
Yeah,
I know where each of the packs are located.
oh, see, you're one up on me. I know vaguely where they all are, but if you ask me to find a specific deck, it's hit or miss. But No Pants Kyle, do you know Kyle?
Yeah, no pants, Kyle. Yeah.
He's a real mensch. He sent me the final deck in this set of decks. This was a 5 deck set that came out a few years ago from one of the card companies, and they're all different countries. So this
Oh,
is
nice.
the France deck, and Switzerland. This was Cairo, Egypt. This is Mongolia. And I got these really cheap because the company sold out of the 5th deck. But he found one on eBay and had it sent to me. And
Aw.
I didn't know who it was from. But when you put them all together, all the boxes together side by side, you actually get a map.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they're so
I
I
think
don't
it's
I'm not
so
really a
special.
collector.
I think it's so special
Yeah,
though
no.
when people like think of you in such a way. Like that's such a very thoughtful. It's
It
a deck
is.
of cards, but it's such a thoughtful deck of cards.
Yeah, he was actually apparently. I only found out today that it was him. Like these came a few days ago, and I was like, "Who sent me these? Did I order them and forget? I don't even know. I'm not sure." But yeah, he was in my stream today, and so I was like, "Oh, okay, it was you. Thank you very much." Apparently, he was trying to find a replacement Zombert. I have a the mascot for this channel. One of the mascots, the main mascot, is a stuffed zombie named Zombert, who does a card trick, and um, I've had him for 17 or 18 years maybe,
Wow.
and he's starting to get a little worn out. And I mentioned that on stream, and apparently Kyle went looking for a replacement Zombert, was not able to find one, but then found these cards. Um, so super nice. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I've got a million decks of cards. I mean, I'm not tearing up any of the like these were pricey. These were like $20 cards. They're metallic ink.
Mm.
Um, let's see. All of the red cards are actually silver.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And serious
Those are
artwork on them.
pretty.
Yeah. So once I found those, and I had to get another deck of them for my friend Alchemy Mutation, because these are right up his alley, and so
Hmm.
I incentivize people to come on stream with me over Discord so we can do real-time magic instead of relying on chat.
Yeah.
And so people get a digital card that gets stamped, and when you get 10 Zombert stamps, I send you something, and what you get depends on what you want. But Craig is already, I think he's either 1 or 2 stamps away from getting this deck, and I already owe him another deck. He's done like 20 magic tricks on the stream with me, which is great. He's a big fan of magic too. He's done a little bit of magic in his stream, which is mostly metal guitar, you know.
Yeah.
But he's loved magic for ages, and you know, he's been inspired by me and Halathorn Ben
Nice.
to start relearning magic, which is great, you know. And I'm like, yeah, you know, join me on Discord. I'll teach you stuff for sure.
Yep. My 10-year-old was actually we were talking about every week we talk about who's coming on. And so we were talking about like, yeah, we're having InfoXczar. She's like, is that the one that was doing the Rubik's Cube trick? And I was like, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I have exactly one Rubik's Cube routine. I mean, sometimes I'll do like slightly different things with them, but Ben Halathorn does a lot of different Rubik's Cube tricks. So if you're into Rubik's Cube magic, it was a big thing. I mean, it's still a thing, but it was like a huge fad a few years ago. Tons and tons and tons of Rubik's Cube magic effects flooding the market. And I got obsessed with cubes when they came out. You know, I was like 8 years old, and everybody in my 4th grade class had one. And so, you know, I've kind of been around cubes forever, but I only I only learned how to solve them without looking anything up like 6 months ago. And it was because of Destiny Guerra, actually, because she did an 80s stream, 80s theme night. And she had a Rubik's Cube, and she had a point redemption for, you know, like, make me solve the cube. And she didn't actually know how to solve the cube. She was just kind of like hoping she would solve the cube. And mathematically, that's not going to happen. It's, you know, there are, apparently, I'm not a mathematician, but according to people who know this kind of thing, there are more different permutations of a Rubik's Cube than there are seconds since the Big Bang happened. Like, that's, you know, so...
Wow.
If you had a mixed up cube and the Big Bang happened and you started turning it, you know, randomly once per second until now, you still wouldn't have stumbled upon the answer.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
I was told that you start with yellow.
You can start with that. I mean, it's whichever color you want.
I don't know. It's just my 10-year-old says yellow.
Oh, fine. Yeah. I have a point redemption to make me solve a cube for real instead of by magic. And I usually ask people, you know, which color do you want me to start with? Because I don't do it often enough to be like, I always do it this way, you know. But I'm also really slow. Destiny beat the pants off me in a cube off. Basically, because of that stream and me trying to like walk her through in chat how to at least get started, I started doing this particular cube trick. And the problem with this cube trick for me was after every stream, when you're cleaning everything up and resetting everything, it's like, all right, now I've got to sit down with a bunch of algorithms and spend 45 minutes solving cubes just to get back to being able to do that trick again. And so I finally bit the bullet after 40 years, you know, and learned how to do it without having to look anything up. And then I remember the first time I did it, I was like, whoa, that was awesome. And it was like, and then I tried again and I did it again. And then I did it 7 more times in a row. It's just like something clicks at some point and you can solve the cube. And it was really cool. And so I sent the same thing to Destiny, and she learned how to solve cubes the same way. And so we can both solve cubes unaided at this point. She's much better at it, in part because she does it multiple times a day. But she came on my stream, we did a cube off, and she just completely beat the pants off me. She's like, not even close. So when we had a rematch, I just cheated. I said, I'm solving these magically, you know. And so she's doing. And I told her flat out, I'm going to cheat. If we're going to do a cube off, I'm going to cheat. She's like, don't cheat. I'm like, no, I'm totally going to cheat, you know. And so she's got her cube, you know, mixed up. She's going to do her thing, and I don't even remember what I was going to do because like. I had it set up for like a magical solve, and it was just like 7 seconds in, I'm just waving the cube, I'm like, okay, done, and then I grabbed another one and did a second one. But it's like I can do them for real. It just takes me a while. I had to put a 5-minute cap on the point redemption because otherwise people are just staring at me going, "Oh, that didn't work," Um, But I do like them. I've liked them for ages. I used to be the kid who fixed everybody else's cube in fourth grade because I could follow instructions in a book. That was my role during recess. Kids would line up with cubes and like football cards and be like,
Cubes
have
and
some
football
football
cards.
cards.
So do you have another trick that you could show us?
Sure. What kind of thing would you like? Would you like a vague explanation of how something like this might work? Doesn't really tip the method, but I've got Twitch business cards, as you saw, that are blank so that I can write things on them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. One thing I'm really adamant about making sure people understand in my stream is this is all fake. It's all fake. I make no claims to have any real powers. No magicians have real powers. That's, anyone who tells you that they have real powers is in it for the wrong the wrong reasons. And again, it comes back to those bad magicians, right? The ones who are just like, it's all about me feeling better than you and knowing more than you do. And it's like, that's not your job, but okay, you're a terrible magician. But do you have a sense of the difference between mind reading and influence?
Do I have a sense of the difference between them? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
the difference between mind reading and influence.
Yeah, I think I have a sense of the difference between them.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna illustrate how that difference
Okay.
reflects itself to me.
Okay.
I would like you to just randomly think of any English word. Any English word. And on three, or after three, 1, 2, 3, say it. Say the word, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
Potato.
Popcorn. That's the difference between mind reading and influence. If mind reading were real, I would have said potato.
Mm-hmm.
Instead I said popcorn, which isn't that far off. They're both carbs. They both begin with P-O.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe claim that was mentalism. I got to do the eyebrow. Mentalism, right?
Right.
But so influence can be used to sort of make something look like mind reading. Okay, so let me. I think I can do this with a split screen here. We could do it with cards. We could actually do it with cards. So let me see. What if we did? There's like a bunch of different ways we could try this. Let's try. Normally I'd have somebody cut the cards, but you're not here to cut the cards, so we'll probably do it the same way we did before. But so influence. If we were going to do influence to make it look like mind reading, let's say you're driving a car, I'm in the passenger seat, and you don't have a destination in mind. You don't know where you're going to be driving. We're just out for a drive, right? Mm-hmm. But if I could subtly influence where you turned in which direction, I could maybe get you to wind up at a specific place that I had in mind all the time.
Right.
And if I had written that down ahead of time and put it in like a sealed envelope or something, once we got there, I could give you that envelope. You could open it up and say, "The Cheesecake Factory, but how?" Right? So that's the idea. Like that could look like mind reading.
Right.
But it's an explainable phenomenon. I could be, you might not even notice. I'd be like, "Oh, look at that over there on the right," and it might influence you to turn right. Little things like that. So we can illustrate this with cards. I could write a prediction, right, for the cards. Let me see. Let's try. Okay.
While you're doing that, I have a question. If you could have real magic, just one thing that you could really do with real, just
With real powers?
real powers, what would it be?
Uh, I go back and forth on that. For sometimes it's invisibility, sometimes it's teleportation. For me, it's more superpower. It's more of like which superpower would you have is
Yeah,
usually the way
that's
that it's.
definitely a superpower. That's not magic. That's superpower.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's hard for me to say for magic because there's really only like a few different magic tricks. They're just all dressed up in different ways, right? You can destroy something and put it back together again. You can make something disappear. You can make something appear. You can make something move from one place to another place magically. So that would be teleportation, for instance. There's lots of ways of dressing that up, but it really comes down to a lot, like manipulating coincidences, like the Rubik's Cube trick, stuff like that. That would actually be a really fun thing to do. But that again, that can be cast as a superpower too. That's basically domino, right? That's like super luck.
Yeah.
But coincidence effects, things like that. I think that would be great. Like, every time you buy a scratch ticket, you win money. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a lot, but you're just like the weirdly lucky guy. Bad things are happening to everyone around you, and good things are happening to you. That would probably be good. It's not flashy, and people
Yeah.
don't even necessarily notice it, but you just kind of coast through life. Everything's a little bit easier for you. That would be nice. It'd be nice if everything were a little bit easier for me. I don't know.
I'd have
Yeah, I
taco
don't know.
magic.
What about you? I
Tacos.
feel like a lot of people would be like, I want to fly, and I'm like, I don't know that I could practically use that.
Tacos.
Uh,
I want to make
yeah,
tacos.
tacos,
Yeah, I
just
just
from
want to.
nowhere.
Yeah, I just want to be able to be like taco. All kinds
Conjure
of.
taco from nowhere.
Yeah, I want to
That
be able to make all different kinds of tacos, like
I
shrimp
might change my
taco,
answer.
like street
I might change my
tacos.
answer. That's although honestly, I'm more of a burrito person than a taco person. I know that seems
Breakfast
sacrilegious
tacos are really
to
good
some.
too. Breakfast taco.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like everything that you could do in a burrito, you could be the burrito magician, and I'll make tacos, and then we can just like share.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Where do you stand on chimichangas? Because I'm a massive convert.
I haven't really had very many. There aren't a lot of
Okay, yeah.
places around here. Well, I'm up in
Just
Maine. You're
like,
down in
what is it?
Massachusetts, right?
Yeah. I'm in the Bostonish area. My girlfriend was over a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, I said, well, what should we get for dinner? Like, we can get takeout. What should we get? And she's like, kind of feeling Mexican. I said, well, the place up the road, we could go there, and I could pick something up from there because I'm vegan. They have a bunch of vegan options, and I mentioned chimichangas, and she's like, chimichangas. I'm like, I don't know if they have chimichangas, and we checked the menu. They totally had chimichangas, and she's like,
Totally.
yes, chimichangas, gotta do it, gotta do it. And I go there, and they're inexplicably closed.
Oh
Um,
no!
yeah,
If you had
so I went.
chimichanga magic, you would have been fine.
Yeah. What I did instead was I stopped at the store on the way home, bought a bunch of ingredients, went home, improvised, and nailed it. They were great. Made awesome
Wonderful.
chimichangas.
Almost
Don't need
magic.
magic. Yeah, but again, maybe I just was magically lucky and they came out well. I don't know.
There you go.
You never say. All right, so let's try this influence thing. So I've made a prediction
Okay.
on a card. We've got a deck of cards. We're gonna do the same thing again, I think. So you can tell me which of these cards you would like, and you can say stop wherever you want to.
Okay. How about right about almost there now?
Okay, does that mean this one
That
or
one.
this
No.
the one
The
under my thumb?
no, the not thumb one.
The not thumb one, the one that's right there now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did that feel like a fair choice?
Yes. Like a fair choice. Not
Okay.
like a lord choice, but a fair choice.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough choice.
Yeah.
So we got a nine of clubs. And to you, that felt totally fair. It didn't feel like
Sure.
I was influencing you to choose
Nope.
this card.
Mm-mm.
Okay. But here's the thing. There are many ways in which I influenced this choice.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of subtle ways, and some not so subtle ways. For one thing, you didn't get to shuffle the cards,
No.
right? When I do this with somebody cutting the cards, I usually tell them, cut it around the middle, which also restricts the choice. There's only 52 cards in a deck. Just me dictating that we're going to use cards is an influence because it takes it down to 1 out of 52, right? Which is way different from like if we had said, name any animal or something like that. So there's all these ways that I kind of like was able to pull it down. And you did stop me about the middle. And also, think about this. I had started pushing them while I was still talking before I said, and just tell me stop whenever. And then there's a certain amount of time that passes before you finally say stop. So I'm not saying that I would necessarily get it dead on every time, but certainly you can see how this is not even a 1 in 52. I could have influenced you down to like a 1 in 10 chance, right? As it stands, I nailed it.
Wow.
Okay. But this can seem like a miracle until you start thinking about how influence can look like mind reading, because this was not a completely totally free choice. Even if it were just like I hand you a deck of cards and you pick one, it's still 1 out of 52.
Right.
So just as an example of how this kind of thing can work. Now, it would be very different if I had an envelope for you, right?
Okay.
A sealed envelope from beforehand. And if we had something that was a little bit less restrictive than a card in a deck, that's 1 out of 52, or even better than 1 out of 52 if we restrict it. But I don't know what the odds are for any English word.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, so that's how these things go.
Maybe shut up. B cubed said to shut up.
Okay.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So,
Bree was singing about
yeah,
potatoes today.
kinds of things we try. And then sometimes I just set fire on things and run. It's like, oh, that didn't work. Set something on fire, run out the door,
Oh no.
and stream remotely. It's fine.
It's fine.
Great. No one
I
ever
would like to
knows.
do
No
that
one ever knows.
sometimes. I'm gonna have to learn
Yeah.
that trick
I
right
recommend
there.
I do recommend it. So,
If I could just nail that trick, that would be fantastic. There are times where I would just be like, just throw it up in the air and just leave. Yeah.
yeah. I kind of wanted to do a thing where, you get the big puff of smoke that you're going to disappear in, and then the smoke clears and you're still there. Just like,
Yep.
doesn't work.
Yep. There is no potato emote. No, we don't have a potato emote. We have cupcakes and sandwiches, but no potatoes. And lots of flamingos.
Yeah. I think Jackie Plays stuff has potato emotes. I don't usually get to hang out in her stream because she streams before work, when I'm usually passed out cold. So, but I realize I mentioned Zombert and didn't show Zombert. I've been remiss. So, for
Oh
people who are
yeah,
wondering,
that's your emote, right? Your emotes are.
yeah. Most of my emotes are Zombert in various guises. So this is what I was talking about. He lives in a morgue drawer. He's got his own morgue drawer. So we bring him out every once in a while to try to do a card trick. He's maybe 80%, but he's a zombie. Cut him some slack. He's dead.
Yeah.
There's so
that makes sense.
yeah, but he's good. He's got his snack brain, and
Everybody needs a good snack brain every now and then.
every once in a while, yeah. I never really know what to make of the fact that he's got exposed brain and also snack brain.
Yeah.
But
Do
yeah,
you
he's starting. Seams are starting to split, so I gotta get a needle and thread on him sometime soon.
do you, do you think zombies are like, what is it called when you eat your own kind? Cannibalists?
Cannibalistic.
Yeah, do you think they're
I have a
cannibalistic?
whole. I'm not gonna do it tonight because it's long, but I have an entire card trick based on that question
Really?
because I wondered that myself. I mean, I love horror movies. I'm a big fan of horror movies, monster movies and such. And that was something that occurred to me is like, and I asked, and somebody came up with an answer. Somebody actually found a movie that I hadn't seen in which the zombies do actually eat each other. But that was something I noticed is like in these zombies movies, you usually don't see them turning on each other to eat each other. Like they'll turn on each other to get, the brains from the humans, but they don't seem to actually feed on each other.
Mm.
And so I took a classic of card magic called Cannibal Kings, which has an unfortunate and pretty racist presentation from back in the day, and updated it for what if zombies run out of people? What happens then? And so yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I should drag that out at some point.
Yeah.
But
Well, our mod, Lord Choice says they're not, so maybe he'll have to come over and see your trick. He's very much into zombies. I am not, but there seems to be zombies on his channel all the time. So definitely,
they're not for everybody, you know.
they're not one of my one of my sci-fi places that I like to hang out. But I do have my own sci-fi niche that I go and hang out in. So.
Which
But,
is that? Which niche?
uh, I like fairies and um, I like vampires too, but only if they're the vampires that don't sparkle, because that's not
Yeah.
correct. You're not
Yeah,
supposed.
no, I agree. I tried to read that whole series.
I
I
never
got
did
as
because I
far.
saw they sparkle, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I think I was reading them before the movie came out. Um, and they do, I guess they canonically sparkle slightly in the book, but yeah, in the movie it's like, yeah, I wasn't a fan.
mm,
But the books were interesting in that the first book was kind of like accidentally better than it should have been, and then the sequel, it's like I feel like somebody told this author the exact wrong things about what were accidentally good in the first book because it ignored all of that and doubled down on all of the terrible stuff.
oh,
And I forced myself through it because I was like, they're quick reads. I should be able to get through the entire series just so I can be done with it. And I honestly could not finish the series.
yeah.
I got, I think, halfway through the last book and just couldn't go on. I saw like the first movie, maybe the first two. I'm not sure.
And
Not
I
a big
like
fan.
magic, and I like Star Wars, and I like all of that. So I like a lot of things, but yeah, that's the end of that.
Awesome.
So, do you have any more magic you would like to show us to end things up, or
Um, hmm.
any?
We could certainly do that. It's I would leave it up to you. I don't want to take up all your time.
I
If you
don't
would like to see some
think we've seen
certainly
our.
fine.
Have we seen our next guest pop up yet? No. So yeah, if
Oh,
you
we
have
need a vamp. A vamp.
it, well, we've got some a couple other things, but if you have a finale type of trick that you'd like to show us, that would be lovely.
We could try a thing like that. Let's since we're sort of in the mode of like showing a little bit how things work. Um, I think I can do all this up here, which is another thing. We don't have to split to the mat. So the problem with finding a card in a deck is that this is noise, right? All the pips kind of blend together, and they get difficult to see. So there's a strategy that magicians can use to find a card to make it easier. So like if let's say you picked this card and you put this one back in the deck, if you did that, it's difficult for me to find it just by thumbing through. Like eventually you can find it, but you know it's hard among all the other pips there. And from the back, it's impossible, right? Because all the backs are the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's no differentiation there. So what you need to do, one strategy is like I would do this without showing you. I would do this without you seeing it. But let me turn slightly so you can see. One strategy is to remove the ink from the faces of all the cards except for your card. Right? It just makes it easier to spot. So if we, so again, we've got the 7 of diamonds. If we just take that ink off there, off the faces of all those cards, but we don't take it off your card, that makes it a lot easier to spot it, right? But
Yeah,
I
it
know
seems
obviously I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't show you that.
No.
But that would be one strategy, right? And the thing is, you can do it from the back as well. Let's see if we can get this to. Yeah, just. Yeah. So. Yeah, much easier. Much easier.
Yeah, much easier.
Much easier to get your card there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go, there's your card. The problem is you need to then put it back, right?
Yeah.
If you leave it that way, it's going to be a little obvious. So you have to secretly get the ink back on, and if you've done both sides, yeah, you've got to do the backs as well. Get those, yeah. Just to give you a sense of like, that's a strategy that a card magician might use to make it a little easier to find.
I'll definitely try that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sound strategy. It just clears it right up. Makes it much simpler.
So much simpler. If you can just do that, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, how we doing? Is your next guest still not?
Yeah, that's okay though. We've got some other things.
Well, it's up to you because this is kind of my role in the
Okay.
when they do the online shows. If something goes
Yeah.
wrong, like the sound doesn't work for the next person, they'll cut to me because they know I've got all this stuff because I'm on Twitch 3 times a week. They know
Yeah.
I've got stuff I can fill 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever they need. But yeah, it's kind of funny that I kind of wind up in that situation.
They actually just popped in.
Perfect.
Timing wise is kind of funny. So can you please tell me your streaming schedule? Hold on, let me see if I can go like this first. Hold on. Like,
Okay.
ta-da!
I don't know what changed because I'm still in Discord. Hang on.
That's okay. Other people did. That's my magic,
Okay,
folks.
Oh, look at that. All right. We're back. Cool. Love it.
So yes, streaming schedule. When can people come on over and see magic with you?
It's pretty darn consistent. It almost never varies. Regular schedule is Saturday and Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, usually until 10 or a little after, but I slot in 2 hours. It's hard to do magic for 2 hours. And most of it is honestly just me complaining about things and then occasionally doing magic. But there's an exclamation point bell command. If somebody comes in and they're like, just shut up and do some magic, that's the polite way to do it. Is you ring the hotel bell and I'll stop yammering for a second. So yeah, Tuesday and Saturday and Tuesday at 8 p.m. Saturday is usually the theme stream, like the bigger, slightly more planned out thing. Tuesday's a work night, so it's anything goes because I'm usually just exhausted and angry and hungry, and then I come on and do
Perfect
some
time
magic
to
and feel a little
stream.
better. Yeah, perfect. It actually helps me a lot. I don't know if it helps anybody else, but it certainly helps me. So, and then Thursdays I do an afternoon stream, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is targeted more at Europe, UK, Greenwich Mean Time sort of people, so they don't have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning just to see a dumb card trick. So yeah, those are the three. They're on my page. They're
Okay.
the schedule's on my page, and it's really rare that I deviate from those. And if I do, I always make sure I post it on the schedule page. So
All right. Well, everyone, if you are not following InfoXczar yet, please make sure that you do. We'll have a shout out for him in the chat. Please make sure you go over and follow him so that you can check him out the next time he goes live. Thank you. So, oh, main mammy is my mom, so she'll be over there. She's become a all over Twitch. She's just everywhere. She'll show up places that I didn't even know she knew.
Dad's doing that.
I was like, oh, hey, mom.
Yeah, I remember the first time because my dad would show up in my streams, and at first he was like, I don't know what, where do I go? What do I do? And then before long, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, 100 bits from my dad? Where did you get bits? What just happened? So now, and he's showing up in streams I moderate and gifting subs and everything, and it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
So.
And people will tell me, oh, yeah, your mom was just here. What?
Yeah, it's all in the family. So my dad is always in my chat, and my daughter is my moderator. She's my daughterator. So we usually have 3 generations of this family present in any given stream. And my dad's role is to cheer bits, and my daughter's role is to troll me mercilessly, and everything works out fine. So
yeah, that's what I do.
Natural order of things.
Yeah, that's what I do in adjacent stream. Is I just try to troll him as much as possible.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and we really appreciate it. And it was so lovely talking with you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the invitation. Good times. So
yeah, it means a lot that you would hang out with us tonight. So thank you, and we will see you again real soon.
All right, awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And I will just hang up.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Okay, you're back. I'm back. Okay, so we're gonna do some other magic of like moving some people around, but first, that was fun.
That was fun.
We haven't done anything like that on the stream.
No.
It was quite different, but quite enjoyable, and my brain it couldn't handle it on the best days, so it just like completely wants to break right now.
You're all confuzzled.
I'm so confuzzled. I don't even know what to do. Mom, thank you so much for those bits. We really appreciate that. But
You disappeared, then reappeared.
yeah, it quite. Sorry, I can't multitask. Have you noticed that before?
Me?
Yeah, that I can't multitask.
I
Not gonna
don't
say
know.
anything.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, my brain wants to know how it works, but it also doesn't. And
Yeah, you like the magic.
I do
So you
enjoy
don't want
magic.
to. You don't want to peek behind all the curtains.
No, I don't. I still am just so like, I just. Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
definitely a push and a pull.
Yeah, sometimes it sticks with you.
Mom had mentioned at one point that that Beeps was going to be up all night trying to figure out one of the tricks. I understand that. I'm gonna be like, what? It could have been. No, that's probably not right. Even if I try to not think about it, it's probably gonna just still pop in there. So, So for the lovely Waxbirds, I have started the Zoom meeting. If you want to jump in there at some point in the near future, everybody in chat, we are going to have the Waxbirds.
Or these streamers, the Wackbirds.
Some streamers named the Waxbirds are not coming on tonight, but the Waxbirds are. And while we're getting that all set up, we're actually going to listen to what JoJo recommends today. Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of JoJo Recommends. Today I'm featuring Spaceman and his new album, Nothing Without Nature. Spaceman is a very proud Ukrainian who has been streaming on Twitch for a while and is now made partner. He is anonymous on Twitch. No one actually knows who he is. He wears a helmet and he speaks through, I think it's a voice decoder, during the stream. And when he was answering my questions for my blog, he was very keen not to answer any questions that might give away who he is. I did feel a bit daft asking some of the questions because his answers are very much geared towards the fact that he's in a war-torn country at the moment, and I just had visions of him trying to answer my questions with everything else going on outside, and felt a little bit daft, but as Bring Me Rog said, he wouldn't have answered them if he didn't want to. So, Nothing Without Nature is an instrumental album. There is no singing in it. There's a variety of rocky songs in it, and also some quite chilled, relaxing music as well. The instrumental, the electric guitar in it is really beautiful, and I felt there's a lot of emotion conveyed in his playing. If you would like to find out more, there will be links in my blog post, which I'm sure is being linked below. And he's streams on Twitch, and he's still fundraising at the moment for the war effort. So if you'd like to give him a follow and show your support, I'm sure he'd be really grateful to see you all there. As I said earlier, he also was very kind enough to answer some questions for me. So if you'd like to find out a bit more about him, please do so by visiting my blog. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy the album as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay, so we're not going to play the song today because we haven't had a chance to ask him if it's okay. So if you would like to listen to the album, make sure that you head on over to Spotify and give it a listen. And as Joanna said, if you head over to her blog post, you can read all about what she's put together and check out some of his links there.
Yep.
Okay, so now at this point, we are going to switch things up, and we are going to bring on the lovely Waxbirds. You are going to be in a square, so you're going to have to snuggle for a minute. All right.
There they go.
Oh, seat changing. Because of the elbow. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
I sit about that. I look tiny.
We can hear you now.
Do that.
Yeah.
Look like Prince.
Hi, welcome on.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you. Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So your arm is in a sling right now. We're glad that you could make it because you had a little bit of a tumble.
Yes. Yeah. I'm all right. I'm getting there. Pretty bruised. but I'll get there.
Well, we're really glad that you could still come. Everybody out in chat, please welcome our guests, the Waxbirds. They are coming to us from, I always get it messed up. Is it New Zealand or is it Australia?
New Zealand.
Okay, New Zealand. You were like, yes. I was like, it's an or question. So they're coming to, but that's not where you're originally from. You're from Europe, right? Is that right?
Yeah. UK, Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. So I don't know. I'm from New England. That's just where. Yeah. And I have a pretty bad head cold, so I'm doing my best to seem like I can think straight. So, so what time is it where you are right now? Approximately.
Yeah, 3:30 in the afternoon.
Very nice. That seems like a nice time. 11:30 over here, so it's a bit later, earlier in the time period of life, but later in the.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
That's why it messes up with like the Twitch trends and stuff. We're streaming the day before we're actually on. It's like we can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's crazy how Twitch has brought so many people together from all over the place, but still it's so difficult to figure out what time anybody is ever.
Yeah.
We're part of a April 1st Fool's Day type of Bork Fest is what it's called, but we'll be streaming on the 2nd.
Yeah.
Yep, because of time zones. So, yep. So, can we start with why are you in New Zealand? Let's just start there.
We just ran away. Why not?
Okay.
We did run away. No, my parents moved over here about 16 years ago. And we did initially come out with them, but we were young and we didn't have any qualifications or life experience to be able to stay. So we always said once we had kids, we'd sort of give it another go. So we went back to England for 10 years, was it?
Yeah.
10 years and then came back out.
So you two have been together for quite a while then.
A long time.
Ever.
18 years it was.
Yeah.
In December.
Wow. Well, congratulations on your longevity together. You seem, anytime that I've been awake, when you're on, you two seem very loving and lovely, and so it's a very pleasant atmosphere to be part of. I specifically, you do have children. You mentioned 1, 2, 17. 2.
So
2.
Heidi's just gone 12 and Nancy is 8.
Oh, just slightly older than ours. We have a almost 8-year-old. Ew, gross. And an almost 11-year-old.
Feels old, doesn't it?
I know. I don't like it.
No, I don't. 18 forever in my head.
Yeah. Oof.
But
But I've seen you stream at one point where you had one of them behind you on the couch.
Heidi giving the old death there.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, can
She's
I
Yeah.
request
She
a
feeds on
song?
souls. That is her only. Yeah, that's the only food she needs is just a little bit of everyone's soul. She'll be all right.
So is that like a personality thing, or is it because she turned 12? Like, I need to know in my head.
Always been that way.
She's always been like that, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Weird.
She's not Irish here.
No, she's not.
Felt a cold draft in the room. No.
Our saying in our house is that our children will tell us and them and call like each other and call themselves so weird, and they'll go, but weird is great. We love weird. So that is wonderful that she's weird, because weird is great.
Got a lot of it around here.
I'm sorry that she's trying to eat your souls, though, because that's not great. Luckily, you seem like you have a lot of, loving, bubbly personalities that maybe it'll just kind of like that'll infect her as she's trying to take it over.
Yeah.
It's,
Maybe one day.
Yeah. I think she's like a steroid version of just a dark, sarcastic sort of general sense of humor that we have.
Yeah.
It is a very northern thing, but she's just that personified in a very extreme manner. Yeah.
I like, it sounds intense, but I do really like when kids have mastered, so like our 7-year-old has it mastered the sarcasm in a way where you don't even know sometimes that it is sarcasm. It's so dry, and you're just like, what? Like,
I think it's that second-born thing. They seem to have a certain street smart that firstborns don't have.
Yeah.
Nancy's that way. She's like a wheeler dealer type.
Yeah.
She's sharp as, but
Yeah. I swear that the youngest one tries to mess with me. She'll pretend, I think, I don't know, that she doesn't know what day it is, and tell me like the wrong day purposefully. Like last week on Thursday, she's like, it's Monday. I'm like, is it? Is it Monday?
that's totally something to do to you, innit?
And she's done it multiple times in the past few months, and I'm like, what is happening? I think she's realized that time is just very difficult at the moment, and she's like, so
Yeah.
So what brought you to Twitch?
Pretty much. Well, I actually started out on sessions,
Mm-hmm.
and that just because I needed something to do in the day. But then, I didn't like doing it on my own, so I dragged Pete into it. And then sessions wasn't really working out because it didn't like our internet connection. And then Twitch was suggested. I can't remember how, but yeah, discovered it, and it was like this whole big, awesome world, and everyone was so nice and encouraging. So it just sort of, we went from there.
So you were singing by yourself at first?
Yeah.
I kind of picture you guys as being like a singing duo all the time. So if that's not the case, tell me more about what happened there. Like how did the singing together become a thing if it's not always the thing?
Well, it was always our intention to sort of sing and play together, but like we've always been in bands when we were younger and that. But it was really the lockdown where we sort of reevaluating what we wanted to do, and we just decided to just crack on with it. Enough procrastinating.
How long have you said you were in bands together? So like school bands or like what we would call garage bands?
I started in a school band. My best friend was a drummer, so my dad bought me a bass, and he's like, you know, here's a bass. So here's a right-handed bass because I'm not buying you a left-handed one because it's too expensive. So I had to learn right-handed.
So you're a lefty?
Then, yeah, but I play guitar right-handed because my dad's being cheap. Being cost-effective. Yeah. But yeah, so me and Chris, our old drummer, we did that for a few years, played the whole early 2000s pop punk scene and did a bit of rock after that. And then sort of that kind of stopped for a bit. So I thought, I'll get a guitar and try just G, C's and D's. And then, yeah, during like you always kind of sung out of school, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did a band or two?
Couple of bands, and then church bands, because we both grew up in church. And then we've not really been back since we left the UK. Yeah, Pete's parents are pastors, so we sort of met through church.
And then we always thought that we'd sing, like do something together. And then you do the whole early marriage thing of just not much of anything. Then you have kids and realize you should have done it earlier, but now you can't because you've either got kids awake or you don't want to wake them.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 years on from that. It's like, I might try learn some more chords. And then ironically, most covers are in G, C, and D, so I didn't really need to.
Yeah, the kids thing, they mess up quite a bit. Like they just mess up your entire life. You know, you're like, yeah, I'm going to totally do this thing. And then you're like, I'm just happy and married. Well, yeah. And then you're like, babies will be fun. And then you're wrong. And then you have kids.
Yeah.
And when our eldest was 6 months old, we set up like a coffee business and had a cafe. And then we had 2 cafes and catering and all that jazz. So it was just chaos. That was why we basically ran away to New Zealand.
Yeah.
It all got too much.
Yeah.
Just like, it's your turn and ran. Just left it to somebody.
Yeah.
Just like, nope, out.
Left it to my family. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing, like through your 20s, where I think the 2 words of too much seems to sum up quite a lot of where you get to, like, yeah, that was just too much. Let's put that down and start again. So then, yeah, you do the real sensible things of freak out, move to the opposite side of the planet and build a giant trailer and live in it. That's what we do.
I mean, I feel like most people have done that. I mean, I think most of the people I know, pretty sure everybody in chat did that, right? Aren't we all on the opposite sides of the planets from where we started? No? Huh. We're not in a giant trailer. We're in a tiny workshop. I mean, like literally, like there's a wall here and then there's one like over there.
Yeah.
Definitely not a giant
Well,
trailer.
we built this, like it seems like it's getting smaller every day as the kids are getting bigger.
Yeah.
So we might have to build something else or get something else.
Keeping an eye out for our own bedroom outside. Yeah.
That's
the thing that they don't tell you about the whole tiny house living. It seems like a real cool hipster thing at the time. And then you have kids and they turn into adult size. And it's like, oh crap, 2.5 meters by 7 meters isn't really that much space to try for everyone.
No, that's a lot for adult sized people to be in. Yeah.
But you've got a lot of land outside.
It's a good thing about New Zealand.
Kick
You
them
can
out.
just send them outside.
Get out.
Yeah. I'll send them over to mom's house and yeah.
I don't know a lot about New Zealand. I picture that you have like scary bugs there. Do you have scary bugs?
We're really lucky, and there's no snakes at all.
No snakes at all?
No.
I like that. I'm down for that.
It's amazing. Yeah.
New Zealand.
Especially with it being so close. Well, not so close, but it's like the closest country to Australia.
Yeah, in Australia, you cannot, like when you see what they've got there, it's like you can see why the British sent people there as a punishment.
Yeah.
Like beautiful beaches, but even the sea wants to eat you. It's like,
well, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's like things like, so your fauna is a lot different than Australia's. The animal.
Yeah, the West Coast especially is kind of like rainforesty.
Yeah, West Coast is how you picture New Zealand, sort of. But to get it that way, they have rain like half.
Have a lot of rain, yeah. But it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think there's one spider that can give you a bit of a bite, but it's not going to kill you. That's it.
Yeah, and then where we are is a bit boring. It's sort of you're in sort of dairy territory, but within an hour you've got one way you've got the beach, and then you've got skiing in the mountains. Another way, then you go north and you've got hot pools. Then you go south and you've got more lakes and stuff like that. So you're only an hour or so away from something.
Something. Not skiing year round though, right? Just during the winter? No. Okay. Yeah. And you must be heading into winter. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we're in autumn. But like today it's still been maybe 20 degrees. it's all right. We do get a bit of snow though.
20 degrees is warm.
Oh, are you in Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
So what's that in Fahrenheit?
I can't
Yeah,
remember what you do when you
we're
do
like the
all
only
this
country
math.
that has like horrible usage of measurements in all things.
It's a lovely
68.
spring day.
68 degrees.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 60. Yeah, all right. 68.
Jason is over here Googling Celsius to Fahrenheit. He's my fact checker as we go down through this. Well, that sounds nice. We are in the midst of headed towards spring, but that means we're still about 5 months away from spring, the day we get of spring, and then the 3 days we get of summer before we head into the 2 days of fall before we're back to winter again. So it's going to be fun. I mean, we're getting close. We're getting close to those, like, that week of really nice weather there. But yeah. I feel like somebody told me that you were going back to UK for a little bit. Is that correct?
We were thinking about it, but I think we're put it on the back burner for now.
Yeah, a couple of my family are a bit ill, so we're going to go see them, but we kind of need family money to do it. So I think they've decided to save that and use that to come out here when everything's sorted, just to kind of run away for a bit, which we totally get.
you're like, did that. I get it. Sorry, I am we're going to play a little bit of a game. And I am trying to get the app to work. I just don't know how to do things because my brain stopped working.
So I've been trying to start making New England hot dog buns, but it turns out I need a tray for them, don't I?
You've been trying to make New England hot dog buns? Is that what you just said?
I did just say that.
What?
Pete likes to muck around with food a lot.
Yeah, I like bacon.
What's the difference between New England hot dog buns and non-New England hot dog buns?
New England ones are done in a tray, aren't they? So they're soft on the sides.
They are soft on the sides. I don't know how they're cooked. I'm not like a hot dog bun cooker. That's not what I do for a job.
Pete's done extensive research into it.
What do you do in real life? Are you a hot dog bun maker? Is that your real life job?
No, I work for a subcontract. We do all repairs on like medical equipment and that. The ACC has like a national insurance that everyone pays into. So if you have an accident, you just looked after for life. You don't sue anyone. You just get looked after. So it means any equipment that you need, any powered wheelchairs, any like recreation equipment, it's paid for just from like a national thing. So we service it, repair it, modify it, make people random stuff.
Like we hot dog buns?
Yeah, no, that's
you're like, here's your wheelchair and some hot dog buns. I just had them on extra.
Yeah, try these coke onions that I made. They're delicious. Yeah, it's random stuff. Like we modified an 8-wheel amphibious car to take a tetraplegic in. That's his recreational vehicle and just things like that. Just different.
Yeah, that sounds like a interesting task to have taken on that one.
Yeah, every day is different.
On Sunday, do you know?
Hold on, Nancy's here. Come here, Nancy.
She's got a big stick.
Oh, put your stick away. Come here. Get in the middle.
My stick.
This is the younger one.
Yeah.
See her?
Yeah. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Good.
Good. Wonderful.
What were you saying?
I was saying, what time on Sunday do we got eel catching?
Eel catching
maybe lunchtime.
Yeah, we have eels. And Nancy's obsessed with them because there's a little creek out the back of the school.
That sounds like fun.
The big.
Yeah.
I actually just looked up eels this week. It was weird because we were trying to figure out. There's a pond, lake, where Jason's family has like a small camp, and our 7-year-old was asking, are there any eels in there? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know where eels live. Like, I don't know if they live in the freshwater. So I had to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I looked them up, and so there's the American eel. I think I can't remember the name of it. But there's one eel that can be found in the U.S. in freshwater, but he has to. It's born in the ocean, and then it goes. I didn't tell her that he lives 25 years before he goes back, because it's a very, very long trick that you could make for. You could do that in 25 years, but it has to go all the way, like the lakes that it's been spotted in. I don't know how it would ever get there. Like I wouldn't want to walk there, let alone be an eel try to swim there, because it's like the amount of distance that this eel has to travel is crazy. I don't even know how we would get there. So
It's like, why bother?
Yeah. Like, look, why did you swim through that last lake? You already made it there. Stay there. Like, why are you still moving? Like, yeah. So I actually did a lot of research into eels this week, oddly enough.
Nice.
They start out
reckons it might
pretty tiny, right? I think they start out pretty tiny.
Yeah.
And then they can get pretty. There's some big ones.
And all like we have about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of the ones at Willowbank are massive, aren't they?
Yeah. Disgusting.
Those sound like things.
Those do sound like things. They're not quite huntsman spiders,
We need-
like pythons,
we
but
need-
yeah.
Not as bad as a snake.
We need to bait them.
Yeah. We'll take some sausage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we caught a thick eel.
Okay.
That's how I got a thick
It
eel.
was- it
It's
was
a bit of
sm-
sausage.
It was
Alright.
small, but it was thick.
All right.
You use sausage to fish for eels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Apparently so.
I'm not touching it if we catch one.
We use salami as well.
Salami.
Salami.
Okay.
So processed meats. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I will remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
We could have used.
Put that in your eel catching manual.
I will. Okay. In our PDF that we're going to be releasing soon enough, how to catch an eel. Use processed meats. Yeah.
Yeah. IslandVibingPresents eel catching.
We should put together like a whole ebook on everything we've learned from our guests. And just like the most random things that have, just the random things that come up. Just the most random things, like you use salami and sausages to catch eels. That would be what we've learned from the Waxbirds. Nothing else from this entire interview matters.
No,
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, there you go, Nance. Took over the show.
Deli meats help catch classier eels. So if you're looking for the classier set, that would be how it's done. We have the one thing I didn't mention to our miniest is that we've never seen an eel in the lake, but we have seen some water snakes, which are different, but
Yeah,
also not fun.
Would you know?
I mean, your shirt has a snake on it right now.
does. She's got like a fascination with them, but she wouldn't go near them. She does watch a lot of creepy videos about snakes and spiders and stuff.
Just a prepper.
Ooh. Mm.
Right, you can
Not a
take your
fan.
stick.
She's off.
Well, thank you for joining us for that wonderful bit of information.
That's it.
Yeah, I think we totally,
Okay.
totally think that we need to put an ebook together. We're gonna have to go through all of our things and just find like the best, most random pieces of information for our 1 year
It
anniversary.
definitely needs infographic. You know, like it needs to be IKEA catalog style on how
Yes.
to do these things. So,
Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds great. Yeah, that would be. That's great. That's what we're gonna do for our 1 year Twitch anniversary. Some people have like big parties. We're gonna release an ebook with IKEA style graphics on how to do random things that our guests have told us.
how to catch eels with sausages and
Yep.
other various
Yep.
junk.
And also then we'll tell the InfoXczar is how to find a card is just to wipe all of the ink off of it. The rest of them, that's how you do that. So yeah, it'll be a perfect book. Okay. So adjacent, do you have the game thing?
I do.
Okay, cool. Let's do this with a little bit of this. Pete, your head might get smushed. I don't know. We'll see. Oop. And then we'll go like
That's good.
that. Whoop. Now we're all here together.
There you go.
Can you when you're going through those like make sure we don't, have some of the same ones that we had with Boyan?
Yes.
Thank you.
I can do that.
Pre-read.
If I remember.
All right, so you guys will get to do like I guess teamwork. So the rules of this game are you have to come up with 3 things that go with the all right, maybe you should explain because my words are not coming out in a sequential order right now.
I don't know if I remember as well as you do though. So
It's better for me to give you an example because the words won't come out. So the first one would be name 3 characters from a Disney movie about animals, and then you have 5 seconds to do that. And you have to do it within
Yeah.
5 seconds. Okay?
No 5-second rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to let this one just kind of burn itself out.
You
Because
can do it first one. Otherwise, I'll dominate. I get this.
Oh, I'm terrible at
Yeah, I know, but then I get too competitive and I take over. So you can do it
Okay.
first.
All right.
all right, you guys can go first.
all right. There's 5 seconds.
Yeah, when you push the button,
You do it at the right
does
time.
it the 5
Okay.
seconds.
It feels like ages ago we did this.
Yeah.
All right.
It says reveal card.
All right. Name 3 Tom Hanks movies.
Oh, no. Oh my word!
None of
No.
those were
That's
correct.
the worst ever.
So much stress.
So close.
Not a one of those noises were correct.
You had like the Money Pit, the Burbs. You had the Captain. What's his name? That don't help.
Captain Wilson.
And the one with Wilson. Yeah.
Catch me if you can.
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah.
All I had was
Oh,
big. Is that even him? That's not him, is it?
Oh, Big. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All the good ones.
It is.
Oh my word! All right, that was practice round.
Yeah, it's practice.
Okay, that one didn't count as practice.
You got him eventually.
That's right.
The stretches. Just doing stretches.
All right, Vibing, you ready?
Absolutely not. Let's
This
go.
is gonna go great.
Yep.
Name 3 famous battles.
Gettysburg, the one on the shores of Hawaii, and
That went how I expected. right.
I can't name it. Hastings.
I'd just go World War One, World War
Song.
Two. That's too gone, isn't it? It's,
No, but they're not individual battles.
that's kind of. Okay.
It's kind of I'm gonna say it would work.
Yeah.
I would have counted it.
Of course you would have. You always side with a guest.
No. All right. Next one for you two. Name 3 people that wear glasses.
What, like just anyone?
Anyone.
My dad, my mum, me.
Yeah. all right.
There you go.
I'm like,
You almost ran out of time because Pete was like, "Can it just be anyone?" But luckily, you come in with "My dad,
yeah.
me."
Like, are these famous people that wear glasses? Because I wouldn't have a clue.
I don't know either. It doesn't give me any more information than you know. So, all right.
Castaway,
Yeah,
like,
guys.
Wilson.
I know. I can't even remember. Still, my brain stopped working. Leave me alone.
All right. You ready for this one?
No, still no.
All right. Name 3
Go.
movies that won an Oscar.
Snow White,
Oh,
and then there was one about a fighter.
Buzz.
That,
I would
no.
not have a clue.
Good try.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to the Waxbirds.
Kev just keeps saying Forrest Gump for everyone. Just every one of them.
That's yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of movie questions here. Just stick with the Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the next one right, I guess. All right. It's close, but not quite. Name 3 actors from Western movies.
John Wayne, Benedict Cumberbatch, and
Johnny Depp.
oh yeah,
He plays that Indian, doesn't he?
he also plays that lizard in the desert.
Oh yeah,
Rango.
Rango.
Yeah.
He plays that lizard in the desert.
I'm gonna say that took too long, but I didn't want to cut you off because I wanted to see where it went.
Oh.
Did it take too long?
It did.
Okay. That was really funny though. He also played that lizard in the desert.
Yeah. See,
I forgot about that.
that's good.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
All right.
This might be your last one.
There probably should
Yeah.
be.
Okay. Here we go. Name 3 Guns N' Roses songs.
The Guns N' Roses self-named song.
So close.
Theme tune.
All I had was Paradise City and Sweet Child of Mine are the only 2 that I can think of.
November. November Rain. Is that a good song?
Yeah,
Yep. They got
Kev's on it.
more than you.
Oh, look at the jungle, of course.
All right. They win. We're
They
gonna call it.
They
Yes.
definitely win. They definitely win.
Well done.
Kev from the Bunker. Definitely a Bunker album kind of thing. Isn't it?
Kev from the Bunker, if you haven't gotten a chance, you guys should check him out. He's he does some really great music.
Yes.
Yep. So
Love him.
good. Kev, if you haven't checked out the Waxbirds, you should also check
Wanna
them out.
shout at him a bit more. I like turtles.
So are you both prepared to maybe sing us a song?
Which song?
One of yours?
Only if you pick one.
One of ours.
Yeah.
Any in particular?
One that you wrote and sing? Well,
Orange Tree.
I was gonna say, I think you have an orange tree one, right? And a lot of
Yes.
people pick that one. So let's.
It's not released. It's not on Spotify or anything, but it is coming at some
Ooh,
point.
then let's do that one. If
Okay.
you will.
I'll just
Yeah.
grab the guitar.
You need
Guitar.
your lyrics, so you're all right.
You grab the guitar.
right.
This is. All right.
I don't know how it sounds because it's just through the mic on the computer. But we'll see.
So, can you tell us how this song came to be?
Yes. When beginning of 2001. 2001.
Where are you?
2021. We did we dragged the kids around like a month-long tour around the North Island of New Zealand because it's 2 separate islands.
But for the most part, we camped it.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
For the most part, we were camping, and we went through like maybe a really awful week where we were just exhausted of packing the tent down and putting it back up every day, and like just some terrible night's sleep. And then we arrived at this one house where we were sleeping in our tent in their garden, and it was just like so nice. It was like an oasis compared to what we'd been through. So we sort of wrote this song about it.
And he was, is he called Phil? He was like a pro singer on cruise ships. In fact, he was a skipper on boats and stuff and ran boats and everything in Australia for years. And then, did the whole cruise ship scene. And then I think he's got Parkinson's, which has kind of affected his voice. But he just really enjoyed sort of singing some songs with us and things at his house. So.
It was very random, but it was.
They didn't even know we were coming because the booking thing that we used didn't tell them. So we showed up. It's like, oh, we're sleeping on your lawn for 2 days.
Before you get started, Zoom is what you said that you wanted to come on through, and it does cut off your music. Have you changed the settings so that it doesn't do that?
I don't know how.
Ooh, I don't know how.
Would it be where it says set up professional audio in audio settings, just above your head?
Just above my head? I don't know if it. I don't know where my head is located. If you do that adjacent, it's going to go on Joe's face.
So what do we need to do?
Hold on one second. Kev, can you?
This is how great we are with technology.
I have the directions somewhere. You need to, he said, and turn off the noise suppression.
Noise suppression.
It's on auto at the moment.
Turn off echo cancellation. Put on original audio. Turn off noise suppression. Turn off echo cancellation. Put on original audio. Turn it to low.
All right. Okay.
Did you get all that? I'm just reading things. I don't have Zoom open, so I'm hoping those things all are words that make sense.
So send that up a little bit, and then I will put that on low.
Same background noise.
Sorry, turn the noise suppression to low, is what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. All right. So
It's a shame it didn't have. They should do Zoom as a nice reverb effect, and then that to it. But,
All right. Well, I'm going to move myself off of here and let you two take full screen.
Pitch the tent and dry your eyes. We can rest here for a while. There's hot water and it's warm outside. Take a breath, crack a smile. So lay with me at a stranger's house. Time can't wait. We're here right now. Between the leaves, we stare at clouds. Just lay with me underneath the orange sunset, we'll light a fire. Hearing stories of desire, you're inspired. We'll stay up all night, singing songs to man and his wife. So lay with me at a stranger's house. Time can wait, we're here right now. Between the leaves, we stare at clouds. Just lay with me underneath the orange tree. It's okay for us to breathe. We have all the time we need. Stop the watch, can ignore the clock. Just lay with me underneath the orange tree. Lessons learned would be a first. We can take what we didn't earn, what we have here. We're light spheres. There's no better place on earth. So lay with me at a stranger's house. Time can wait, we're here right now. Between the leaves, we stare at clouds. Just lay with me underneath the orange tree.
I'm used to hearing it without headphones on.
Was the sound okay?
It was lovely. You're smushed back together now. You're back together as a smushy. That was so good. I love
Thank you.
your voice sounds amazing on that, and then bringing in the harmony. It was so good. It was so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great song, and knowing the story behind it really helps like put you there. Like you already can kind of like see a story developing, but knowing the full story of it, you definitely are like, oh yeah, no, I want to go camping too. like I want to go hang out with everybody. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was quite lovely. So everybody in here obviously needs to go and follow the lovely, wonderful Waxbirds. When do you stream?
We stream. Just imagine like 3:30 in the morning for everybody. That's usually what it's like.
So New Zealand time, it's usually 6:30 p.m. So what's that for you guys? That's like 11:30, is it? Or 12:30?
Well, you said, yeah, it's like quarter after 12 right now.
11:10.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's probably like 1:30 in the morning for you.
Yeah. Normally I'm like saying goodbye as you guys are just coming on, because it's literally I've been up too long and I need to get in bed as quickly as possible because the alarm will be going off really soon. But
I think it's like 1:30 for you, about 6:30 in the morning in England.
Yeah.
It's about 8:30 for Germany and South Africa.
But one day a week we're gonna try and do a morning one for us, so then hopefully it's more viewer friendly for the followers.
Might be like, so yeah, because if we did middle of the morning on a Monday, for you guys it maybe be Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
have to go like backwards in time.
Yeah, no, that's how, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Twitch is amazing, and how we can know each other being completely on the different sides of the planet.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fantastic and fabulous and very confusing. So
Yeah.
but do you guys keep your VODs up, or do you at least put them over on YouTube? So if we...
Yeah, I tend to publish most of our VODs unless it's gone terribly. Yes, we do. And some of them are up on YouTube as well. And if you join our Discord or follow us on Facebook, I usually put the schedule for the Twitch streaming on there as well.
Wonderful.
For the week following.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you to Nancy, right? Nancy was the one that joined us.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of the eel information.
Yeah. I'll go make my hot dog buns and my gluten-free carrot cake now. Yeah.
Good luck with that. I hope it goes well.
That's so rock and roll, it's unreal.
It's so rock and roll. Like I've never heard anything more rock and roll than making New England hot dog rolls and gluten-free carrot cake. Nothing more rock and roll than that at all. So thank you so much for coming on. We really do appreciate it. And
Thank you so much for having it.
Everybody in chat, if you are not following the Waxbirds yet, you need to go press follow right now, because they are lovely and amazing and wonderful, and definitely a hidden gem here on Twitch. So thank you very much, and we will see you really soon, if I'm awake.
Thank you.
Having us.
All right, we'll talk to you. Bye. And we're back. We're back. Well,
All right.
that was lovely.
Very lovely. They're so great.
I really
It was
like
fun to have them on.
Yeah. They're so sweet. Yeah.
And we sat on the opposite sides for a little while. It was messing with choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choice got all confused.
Yeah,
what
he
you
was
said?
like, which one's which?
Oh, poor Choice. Oh no.
That's the arm injury,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But
And beats a lefty.
yeah.
Fellow lefty. Some and also a little bit terrified of eels now, jammies. So,
You got to talk about it more.
I know.
Who knew it was going to come back up in conversation?
I know. Who knew that would be good information to have looked up?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're up on like
I know.
the information that you needed.
Yeah.
Up with the times.
Yeah. I really do like the idea of trying to find all of like the most random pieces of information we've learned.
I do like that idea.
Yeah. Because there's a bunch of it. And I really like Pete's idea about putting it together IKEA like furniture direction style. Cuz I can draw stuff like that. That I could put together pretty easy peasy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've now made quite a few emotes. I have emotes in quite a few different streams. My most recent emote I'm actually pretty proud of. You guys want to see it? Hold on. I got to find my own stream. Isn't that really bad? My computer shut down.
Oh, no.
Can I like be a chatter in our stream?
You are allowed to chat in your own stream, yes.
No, but like from the app?
Yeah.
I don't see me in our list. Your live channels. Shouldn't I be one of our live channels?
Can you not follow yourself?
Maybe not. My channel.
Yeah, you can go into your channel.
All right. That's weird. All right, ready? This is the one that my most recent emote that I made. Go to my channel. Oh, I'm live. Click yourself live.
Don't stop our stream.
No.
Unicorn.
Yeah. I really like it.
Unicorn sparkle.
Yep.
I know.
And then I just got a sub. I got gifted a sub to Jameer's channel. I should have been already subbed, but I guess I wasn't. I made this one too. Where's Jameer?
It's show and tell time.
I know. Oh, there she is. There's Jameer. There you go. All right. So, Island Adjacent is making an affiliate push. It's like a soft push because it's not even like a push really. If my face doesn't feel full of congestion, then tomorrow we'll come on on his channel for a couple of drinks, maybe a easy card game or board game or something for like an hour or so after the kids go to bed. And then on Saturday we're gonna play a board game with the mini islands. They are pretty pumped. The oldest has not wanted to get on. It's game board, not board game, right?
It's board game arena.
Oh, it is board game.
Yep.
Has not wanted to get on board game arena. She's just like, no, I don't want to. But then when I said to the youngest, hey, so do you want to go and play on Daddy's stream? And she's like, wait, I can?
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's like, well, I guess we should probably just teach me how to play those games. Like
some motivation right there.
Yeah. Then she needed to be on there. So we'll do that on Saturday. And both are very, very low pressure, low key. And then when you stream on Tuesday, you'll have got the last requirement, right?
That'll be the last one, yeah. I wasn't planning on making much of a push, but I just have to get 2 extra streams in before the end of the month, and it's there. So
yeah, so it's gonna be just like the youngest will probably try to. It probably will not be as low key with the youngest on because she probably will try to take me down.
Oh, she plays for keeps.
She does. She does definitely. Yes, and it's my fault that they are that competitive because the way that they have to learn how to the way I teach them is I teach them the rules and I teach them the mechanics of a game, and then I'm never easy on them again. So
yeah. Our the stream we're doing later tonight, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
I don't know. For most of us, it's later tonight, I guess, in about 9 hours from now.
Is it 9? No, it's not 9. That'd be 9 a.m.
No, sorry.
It's like, no, I've got to work.
21 hours from now?
Yeah.
All right, that's more math. That's too much more math. That's too many numbers.
Yeah. So the kids will be in bed around 9:30.
Yeah, so the stream that we're going to do about 24 hours from now, tomorrow night, will be...
So many more hours than 9. We still have a whole work day between now and
I'm
then.
not acknowledging that. I'm not acknowledging that I have to make a presentation tomorrow. I'm skipping right to stream time.
Yeah, Jason has a big. It started out with 4 people, and then it became. By the time it was done, it became a whole number of people, including the
big boss.
The big boss, yeah.
The big boss.
So
Yeah, I'll just stream it.
stream.
Let's do it. I'll be one of my. I'll be one of my. Streams.
There you go. We'll just do that instead.
It's gonna be over an hour, so it should definitely count.
Yep. So.
Yeah, but that stream that we're doing tomorrow night is going to be regularish time for my stream, basically right after the kids go to bed, and then the ones where the kids are going to come on with us the next day will be earlier in the day. Do we decide on time yet?
No, we are going to try to make sure that we're off before midnight.
Ooh, yes, the clocks change over there, so we're back to like the normal difference, 5 hours for Joe.
Right.
And Choice.
Is it 6 right now?
Is it 6? It's
Or is it
4.
4?
It's 4 right now.
Okay. Yeah, we have to be off before midnight tomorrow.
Okay. So no hard partying.
No.
Okay.
No. And then on Saturday, yeah, it's just gonna be in the afternoon. It won't be too long.
Yeah, so we just took like 5 minutes to
Yep.
basically tell people we can't tell you exactly when it's going to be.
No. If you follow adjacent, then we'll be there.
Yeah, the days. Just got to get them in, right?
Yeah. And then I will be making duck emotes, dancing duck emotes. And then I'm going to make a special emote. We need some otters in there too. And so I'm going to make I don't know if it's going to be an otter one, but I'm going to make one that's a troll. I'm going to make it a cute troll, but it needs to be a troll so that...
Because you're going to be the troll.
No, the troll is definitely Smack Talk.
Oh, okay.
It is one just for Smack
Just
Talk.
for Smack Talk.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a nice troll, but still a troll. The duck needs a beatbox. Ooh, maybe we can have like a, hey, maybe hands up. I don't know what he's going to do. Something. But then there's going to be, Jamie, the duck's going to be dancing like Jason did in Animal Crossing. So we got to have that duck.
That's what I do.
So, yeah.
Fonz.
Thank you, Fonz. Thank you so much, Fonzer. Appreciate that.
Welcome in, and thank you. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate that. That is
Fonzer.
I don't know
we
how
already
to
got a-
reconcile the information that is going through my head. Oh, who has the unicorn? That's Dream On's unicorn. Yeah. So Dream On has a unicorn that I made. Jameer has a raccoon that I made. Yeah. So if you're not following Fonzer, the Fonz music yet, please do so. He's really, really, really good. And a fun time hanging out in there.
I agree.
Yep. And I want to hear more rap mashups.
Rap mashups
Yeah.
from
Yes.
him.
Yeah. Or you could do it too. But
No, if you want him to do it, that's totally cool with me. He's good at them, and like actually. Like,
yeah, no, he's
sounds
really
good.
good at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't expect it necessarily to like be as good as it is, but it's so good.
You can pull it off.
You can. It's really good. I like it.
Yeah.
And then all the other songs are really good too. It's just it's just the most surprising to me because you'd expect it to not it just be silly. You'd expect it to just be silly. But it's not. The way it comes out is just really good.
Oh, he can.
Yeah.
Spit some fire.
I cannot spit anything. Yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else we want to say? Oh, there was one event that's coming up. Is it this weekend? The Together Forever, wherever, all over?
I believe that is this weekend.
Yes. In our Discord, it was posted. Nope, that's not there. Oh my goodness, my brain's stuck. Community events. Yes, this Saturday at 10 a.m. It starts with Josh Turk. This Together Wherever lineup is insane this week. This month. Josh Turk, Carly Sings, Geico Music, Drury Avner, The Algae Music, Anna Luther, Dragonfly Sky, Irene Pena, Joyce Lee, Trina. We're going to go with Trina. Can't say the rest of it. The Bylines, Abby C Music, and Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
Just some really good
I know a lot of them.
streamers all over the place. So starting at 10 a.m. on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday with Josh Turk. You can follow the whole train.
Absolutely.
Really great streamers.
So good.
Yeah, it's a really great lineup. And Together Wherever Music has an Instagram account, and they have all of that information over there. That's the best place to get the entire lineup.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and Joanna, we will be doing our British friendly stream.
That's next
The
week.
one, yep.
Yeah, so
When is
this week is not
Yep.
this. Then then next week, yeah, we have Jason's last stream he needs to do before he gets affiliate will be on Tuesday, and then on Thursday we'll have KR, and then on Friday/Saturday morning we have the Bork Fest, where we will be doing not quite what we normally do, working things, and then we have
Our Saturday stream.
our Saturday stream.
It's another one of those weeks.
Yeah, I feel like this one's just kind of different, though. I mean, it feels like the things are just a little bit more.
Chill.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel. I don't know, the Bork thing. We're kind of doing something fun.
Yeah.
Like,
We do, starting tonight, though. I mean, we kick off quite a long stretch here.
yeah, we really do.
We'll have some fun, though.
Yeah.
Especially, low-key on my streams, just kind of hanging out, playing some games.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know where we're going?
Let me see.
I would like to apologize ahead of time. I have not updated any of the bloopers and Instagram stuff this time around because I have been a little under the weather. So stream longer.
It went pretty long last time.
So a fun fact, the next time that Choicey and Adjacent play the Satisfactory games, Fawn's Music is going to play too. Thank you so much for being here, Books, Brews, and Booze. We really appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Good night.
We love books. Oh, I like that one.
Just those zombies into the game.
Oh, nice.
If anyone could do it, I know you could.
They all need driving lessons.
Let's see here.
Make sure you bring a spanner and a helmet for safety. What's a spanner? Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It really means a lot that you be here.
You mentioned the bylines were going to be in that, right?
Yep.
You want to go see them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
They're also going to be on the show later on in the next month or two.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Let's go see our good buddy Hoover and the most lovely bylines. So yeah, if you have not gotten a chance to, we got to do some thank yous while people are doing some raid call stuff. I think this puts us. They found the broken hugs. All right. So we, of course, want to thank the Waxbirds. Thank you for coming on. And also a huge thank you to InfoXczar for the music and magic. Amazing tonight. Thank you to Miss Joanna Park for the JoJo Recommends and the information on Spaceman. Thank you to the Stream Scribe for the lovely lettering work at the beginning of the stream. And thank you to Kev from the Bunker for the amazing music that you hear at the beginning of the stream and all throughout the stream as well. We really appreciate it. And also thank you for the tech help on the fly right there. We appreciate
Much appreciated.
all of that so much. And then we'll see if these credits want to work. Let's see. Sometimes yes.
What a stream
sometimes
tonight.
no. Woo.
I love the guests tonight.
Yeah, it's very good. Thank you so much to everybody for the gift subs and the follows and the cheers. Thank you for that, Mom. And thank you so much for everyone for being here. We are going to go and raid out to the bylines. As I said, they are going to be on the show. Thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate
Thanks,
all
Corey.
of you showing up. Thank you so much. Corey, if you haven't heard my idea for you yet, I think that your next collab should be with a cooking stream. That's my idea. InfoXczar, thank you so much. Please, if you have not followed our guests tonight, InfoXczar and the Waxbirds, do something good for yourself today and go and follow them.
Good for them. Good for you. Everyone wins.
It's a win-win-win for every single person here. All right. Yeah. The latency for the cooking stream? All right, we can figure it out later. All right, for right now, we're going to press this button and grab that raid call, and we're going to head over momentarily. Oh, it was a joke. Okay, I can't handle jokes right now. My brain doesn't know jokes. I'm going to go to bed, guys. All right. Mom, thank you so much for those bits. All right, we'll see you all real soon. Bye.
Bye all.
I will not make bad choices again. I will not ever make bad choices. Ancestors, heal my plea. Help my mommy to earn more money. Just enough for a neat kitty. I want wet food all day.
I don't know how to eat this.
Welcome in, Fawns.
Fine, you come. Oh, this is really gross.
Which one's that?
This is the orange.
The potty?
Yeah,
What kind of potty is it?
carrot.
Carrot potty. Oh no.
This one has like it feels like overall it wouldn't be too bad, but then there's like one flavor in there. You take.
It's alright.
No, there's something.